Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to some more goddamn racing. .com, .co.uk. With me, as always, is the human equivalent of mayonnaise, Andy Blade.
G'day.
And as with me always, as well as Andy Blade, is the future of spaceflight, Travis Wallace.
As well am I here too also.
Correct. With malice aforethought, aujourd'hui.
Alright, welcome guys. Round 4 of the F4 Championship. Almost done. One more round after this. But this is round 4 coming from Spa, the Grand Prix circuit. The start-finish is what we're looking at right now, not the one on the downhill.
Pro driver on screen right now.
Very pro. Oh,
Pro-am.
he's gone.
Not now, this guy. No, not this guy.
Eric Frison.
So it looks like we are wrapping up qualifying. So quick rundown of where we're at right now. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to set a time, but if they do, they're not important. Stoffmill on the pole, go figure, with a 21 flat, 221. Wow.
7 kilograms.
That's ridiculous.
7? It's up to 7 now.
That's 15 pounds
Correct.
for the Americans.
Damn, son.
Eric Friesen.
That's a child.
Eric Friesen, who we're looking at now, in second place with a 222.1, which is 1.1 seconds off of the pole. Vinnie Roberts taking P3 with Josiah Jerome rounding out the second row. Sean Kinney, Nathan Edwards in 5th and 6th. Martin Edmonds, Andy Blade, the Canadians, in 7th and 8th. Rounding out the top 10, Enrique Hervas and James Butler. You can see the rest of the rundown on your screen. What did we have? 17 or 18 cars, I think, that were racing. Looks like only 15 put in times, though.
And Mike barely putting a time in. Like, seriously. He's almost 4 seconds or 17 seconds off the lead. What the hell?
Well, I mean, he's starting in front of myself. So
He's probably very distracted by playing Mech Warrior during the qualifying lap.
Probably so.
And
we
or
did
Candy
have
Crush.
a 17 car grid, by the way. You're correct.
17. Okay. So 15 out of the 17 were able to get laps in.
Indeed. Now, in previous commentary, Andy and I have formed the best commentary tag team that's ever existed. But we're incorporating Travis. We're trying to get him on. We're trying to do like a Freebird rule here. And
See if he lives up to it.
during best commentary ever, we assume people can read, so we just don't do the whole rundown thing, and we just talk shit the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't really do much but talk shit.
I mean, pretty much.
It's more entertaining that way.
That is correct.
All
Well,
right.
So I'm going to go with assuming that Spa is somewhere in France because it says Franco on there, or is that Spanish?
Belgium.
Wow. I mean, that's I guess the third option.
Lights out. We're rolling.
Your boy
Stoffmill.
JJ up in this bitch.
Stoffmill and Friesen with the Exide Batteries cars sitting on the front row. Rest of the field fanning out after the turn 1 hairpin, looking like 4 wide towards the back. That's gonna go well.
Yeah, look like Ben Davis got a little wiggle on it, turn 1 and spun off, so he's at the back now.
Vincenzo Roberto, third place. Very nice.
And they work it out. They work it out nicely. It's like pretty much everyone, especially the top 10, all single file now, almost the whole field. A couple of them going 2 wide, 3 wide back in the back. A little bit of jostling around at the back end of the top 10. So the single file didn't last long.
So what happened to Wallace then? How come he was so far back? No qualifying? You were one of the ones.
I got disconnected and then spun out on my 1 good lap. So
you're saying you went from dead ass last up to 10th, like just like that?
Well, not dead last. I was 16th.
Out of like
I don't want to make
15?
it sound better than it was.
Don't lie to the people.
He does take a lot of people out on the way, though. Just keep your eye on it.
Oh,
I'm
hell
fine
yeah.
with it.
I mean, that's the best way to do it.
Look clean to me.
Ready?
Vincenzo, get him. Get a twisted mustache and be all evil and villainous.
About time Vinny made a comeback.
Yeah, he's
Hell yeah.
chased by a sea of bananas. who are not playing nicely amongst themselves.
What's
Going
new there,
too
then?
wide early on.
They are the cooperation team. I can't believe how Josiah's doing such a good job now, eh? Really come up the ranks.
Yeah,
I think
he,
Vinnie Roberts knows Vinnie Jones. They're both British and named Vinnie.
I'm not positive that that's how it works.
That seems fair, but it is very small place, England.
Tiny, no bigger than a postage stamp.
I mean, you can
Enrique
drive across the whole
Hervas.
thing in 2 hours.
Enrique Hervas on a charge, moving up past the bananas.
Look like that Wallace character just gave the blade a little love tap.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
he needs to
Look
move.
clean to me.
Respect my authority.
Andy, I think you're fine.
JJ
Whoa!
has gone from 3rd to 7th place.
More love tapping amongst teammates. Ignore what that says on the screen.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, a little vanilla on banana violence. Oh, hello.
No, it's all allowed. All allowed.
It all looked clean. I'm not used to seeing Enrique that far back in a race.
Very tight battle for 6th. Got 4 cars within probably 0.2 of a second right there. Everybody's making a look to the inside. Oh, it ends perfectly.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh! This reminds me of going to the dentist every time they put the polishing wheel on their little drill to get back on the molar. That's, every time I see with these tires touch, that's what it immediately reminds me of.
Very nice. Looks like our top, what is that? Probably 5, I believe. Stoff Mill's not in the picture, but I think the top 5 have broken away. So this is your now 3-way battle for 6th. As Andy Blade seems to be getting dropped. What a loser.
What?
Like a bad habit.
He catches up. Enrique running wide.
And then falls back again. Like a fucking yo-yo on the track, mate.
A lot of good racing going on in the top 10 up here. Oh! And there goes Mr. Blade. It's like a little contact may have been made.
Yeah.
But that gives a nice cushion. Let's see, what place does that cut off at? 7th. Cuts off at 7th, right? Yes. Yes, Hervas is 8th. So.
I'm gonna say, you asking me questions?
Nope. I know nobody's paying attention. It's okay.
Saturday night, I've been drinking since 4 p.m. It's currently almost 8 o'clock.
So this still looks like 360 to you then?
Oh, hell yeah. This is all, this is like 240p.
So there's a
I
good
can tell
shot.
that there's,
We can,
there's blueberries and bananas and vanilla. The occasional grape.
See the lead that Mike Stoffmill's pulled here, 3 seconds back to Eric Friesen, who's running second. Teammates 1-2. And then it's like a little 3-car battle here. We're going to take a look at it going on for 3rd between Vinnie Roberts, Martin Evans, and Sean Kinney. Sean Kinney kind of falling off the back of it a bit.
I'm interested to see at what point do you guys stop saddling Stoffmill with a child and just saddle him with a whole ass teenager?
Next weekend, probably.
Fair enough.
Slap some more on him. Oh, your blade is not last anymore.
That's not true.
Jerome with a run on Wallace. And way overshoots.
Oh.
Didn't
right
that motherfucker just get new equipment? What the fuck?
I was running him hard. I ran him really deep down in there. I had to take him to school.
Oh yeah,
he is in the academy.
Yeah.
But that being said, I was impressed. I had a couple of battles with Josiah in this race, and he is coming along nicely. He was putting the pressure on me there for a little bit.
You must be so proud of your boy.
We're trying to get Josiah on commentary because we think it'd be really awesome to have somebody with a voice deeper than mine. And then he and I can collaborate. Every time we see somebody closing in, we could just start doing the Jaws theme song and just go dun.
Man, Castrol cars are physical in this round. Getting close to the. Oh my goodness! Who was that?
It's totally fine. It's
Big
fine.
pile
it's
up.
clean. Look, it's fine.
couldn't see who that was that initiated all that.
That was a Samsung car that ran in the back of her bus.
It may have been.
It wasn't
So
me.
we're gonna go ahead and blame. We're
Wasn't
gonna go
me.
ahead and blame Mio-Dread Magus for this one.
He is going backwards, Magus, so maybe the finger is pointing.
It's a shale
Uh-oh.
thing. He knows he fucked up. He's dropping back intentionally.
Uh-oh.
Like, now up to 14.
That's how
on
you
the
avoid a
track.
penalty. You want to take somebody out, just stop for a second. It's okay.
I'll still get you.
Taking a look at the battle for 8th.
Nathan Edwards having a good run.
Whoa! It's like John Barker forgot where the brake pedal was. It's alright. He gets it collected nicely. And the aftermath back there just outside of the top 10 from the calamity that we just saw in the back half of the course.
I'll be in there somewhere.
Nice little group of cars going there.
I'm waiting for one of the lady drivers to have a particular episode so I can use the epithet "Women drivers no survivors," but also to hand out the nickname Calamity Jane. One of you is gonna fuck up at some point.
You might
And
be
it's
giving
not that
to
anybody
somebody's
else
boys.
hasn't fucked up before. People fuck up all the time, and I cover it up. To much hilarity.
John
But I'm
Barker
gonna have to
sitting
hand
in
out
the
a
toe.
nickname.
Edwards going defensive. Barker looking back to the outside. Not
Get
gonna
him,
get it
Barcadero.
done this time. Had to back out.
Oh!
Whoa!
Hey,
Whoa!
Edward had a
Thank you and
massive
good night.
Oh yeah, you catch the curves in these cars, man, and they do
Definitely,
get away
yeah.
from you. That was great evidence of that right there.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah,
Well done. That guy capitalized like a motherfucker.
Caramelized?
That guy capitalized like Billy
Oh,
Mays.
capitalized.
yummy.
It's caramelized. Num,
It's
num.
full-on Billy Mays capitalization. Billy Mays here!
Why is Blade back in last again? What?
What a trash monster.
My God.
I have no answer.
I believe that man may or may not have had
Woo.
the alcohol.
James Butler getting a little sideways there.
Andy, have you tried, like, just racing one of these half-cut?
Always. What do you think happened today?
Well, I mean, I would assume that's more of a three-quarter cut.
I could try it half cup. Might help
I'm
improve.
saying back off a little, maybe a little bit.
Oh. Magus testing out the off-road suspension.
Good job.
But,
Spoiler. They're not
I
great.
was asking earlier if we could do some sort of a rallycross track with F1 cars, and I mean that kind of proves my theory that they would
He's
be
trying.
awesome.
Nathan Edwards trying to mount a comeback after his mistake earlier in the lap. Putting the pressure back on John Barker.
He's a tough guy to get past Barker.
Oh,
Oh, we go. Oh, hello.
so it looks like Ben Davies got a
How
little
was your
loose.
father?
And I couldn't tell if they were checking up from that or what. But
That was Dornenberg went off there.
yeah, and I think he collected Butler with that.
It's very kind of him.
Yeah,
Hey, you man Blade.
if you can't beat them, wreck them.
Cut him deep. Guys, I got bad news.
Uh-oh,
What,
somebody
what,
else
what?
in the wall.
Guys,
Hey,
I've run out of Coke.
Uh-oh.
Good news. Still have whiskey.
There you go. Supplement.
So the next 49 minutes, commentary may go downhill somehow. I'm not sure how it could get worse, but
It
we're going to try.
always does. Let's be fair.
Oh. And in the next
I would
go-round,
like
what
to
are we
take a look
recording
at,
after this?
Yeah, there we go. The battle for 8th. I was saying it's getting
Right
tight again.
Right on cue.
Edwards still trying to put the pressure on John Barker. I'm going to say hold in there, Barker. Let's go, boss.
So this is
Juan
using a new
Bernal.
spectator that I've been tweaking as well, the figures in it, to try and get some battles. It seems to be picking it up quite good, eh?
Yeah, it's nice. It's jumping around the whole field. I'm glad we're getting to watch everybody this time instead of just the battles inside of the top 5 or top 10.
I will be posting a link for you boys later.
I will ignore
Commentary
it.
team. You can do whatever you want and just pipe down.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, but I mean that seems
No,
fair.
I know you're not, but it makes
You guys
me
want
feel
to play
better
Rocket
saying
League
it.
after this?
Yeah, boy.
we were roasting one of my friends at work today because he has no gaming PC and
would
he's
he
a
not
console
bet?
kid.
Here we go.
Hey,
Edwards taking a look.
Squeeze it in there.
Yeah, get in there.
It's got the long way around the back stretch here, but he did have the momentum from using the draft.
Still going. No, gonna have to
Can't
tuck
make it
back in.
stick. Cutting back to the left. Barker doing a good job of blocking. Looks like he may hold on
He
to it.
is a tough son of a bitch to get by.
Jumping back up to the top 5 here. We got
We don't need to see this loser.
two
Come
of
on, move on.
the two of the ST suspension cars now. Getting a little defensive of Wallace, who's managed to run them down. And Andy Blade and
Whoa,
Magus.
that's
No
Little
running.
touchy
tighter.
feely.
We like each other.
Andy Blade moving back up another spot into the 12th position.
Just
on his way,
temporary.
on his way back up.
If I hadn't gone to the back of the field twice, think how far up the field I'd be. You just think about that.
There's a little-known subculture of tattooing, and in tattoo shops,
Ready?
apparently a lot of them on Friday the
Pay
13th
attention.
will give out 13 tattoos for
There's
free.
something
I would
gonna
recommend
happen,
Pay
maybe
attention.
Mike picks up one
Boom.
of those. Hey, it's your boy.
Oh, snap.
See? You
Travis,
punt
you
somebody,
dirty, dirty trollop.
you punt them, and then you come to a stop, you're penalty free.
I cannot
I mean,
unsee
this
it.
is fair.
Expect something in the mail, young man.
Oh man. So yep, there goes the battle for the 5th there, battle for the top 5. I ruined that. But it did put Josiah back on my tail. So we're taking a look here.
Dead ass.
Wallace taking a defensive line.
Get up, Josiah. Get up. Put him in the wall.
It's not gonna go after him this time. Keep it close though, keeping the pressure on.
Listen, Stuff Mill, if you're out there
Oh.
listening and watching, just tell them that you're taking the weight penalty. Just tell them that, and just don't do it.
8 seconds in the frickin' lead with weight.
I would just like to say, I pointed out before the race that that was not going to be enough. Let me be in control of the weight penalties. That's all I'm saying.
Travis assigned Stuff Mill 72 kilograms of weight penalty.
Unbelievable.
And the battle for 8th. Edwards and Barker still going on.
Hervas is catching him up though because of the battle now.
Yeah, he
It's
is.
going to be a 3-way battle.
Let's go, boss. Put the pressure on.
I want to get Stuff Mill drunk and have him on commentary.
And Wallace has gotten back around Jerome.
The teacher has passed the student.
So sitting, let's do a rundown of the field. We're coming up on the first round of pit stops, so let's get that out of the way before the pits so we can
Do it!
we
Do
can
it
catch
now.
it after the pits. So Stoff Mill, 8-second lead over Friesen, so the Exide Batteries cars still 1-2. Vinnie Roberts sitting 3rd. Edmonds and Sean Kinney rounding out the top 5. 6th, Travis Wallace, followed by Josiah Jerome, John Barker, Nathan Edwards, and Enrique Hervas in a tight battle for 10th. And that's actually what we're looking at here on the screen. Hervas has caught that battle for 8th.
By the way, if you're following along at home, every time a commentator talks about themselves in the third person, you have to drink. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're going to be drinking a lot.
A drinking game.
I do it.
That's officially the if a commentator refers to themselves in the third person, they have to drink. If a commentator fucks up on camera during a race, you have to drink.
Oh my god.
What else can we go with? We have to have at least 5 rules. At least 5. Otherwise,
Every
it's
time
just
you're
not-
on camera, you'd have to have a drink.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
And
I
drink
guess.
for as long as you're on camera.
Whoa!
Joking.
If a commentator takes the lead, you have to finish the drink.
Ooh, that's not gonna happen.
It's never happened. It's never happened once.
Safe bet right there.
Yeah.
Blade up to 12. Yeah.
We need
That's a
established
drink.
established drinking rules for commentary tracks.
And Hervas has fully caught Nathan Edwards now. Sitting right in the toe up the
Can
back.
we just get this right, please? It's Edward, not Z. No, a Z, not S
Look.
on the end. Innit?
I'm in the booth.
Eduardo.
I will call him what I want.
He's gonna phone in.
Next
And
time
he's like
you
an angry Geordie.
next
doesn't
time you
know
beat
my
us
number.
In the, oh, hello.
I can give it him. It's alright.
Oh,
Next time you
oh,
beat us in the
hello.
war, you guys can call us up and tell us how to pronounce shit. Otherwise, you can eat squirrel pudding.
Just agree. Yes, Byron.
there we go.
Enrique Fortuna
Now Hervas
Hervas.
making the move as we cut away from the battle. He did. He got it done.
Yeah, buddy.
So Hervas now sitting 9th ahead of Nathan Edward. Who's in
Nice.
10th.
What's his nickname? I can't remember. Sloth something or other?
Formula Sloth.
Formula
Wow,
Sloth.
he's
That's a
just done
great
it every
nickname.
move.
Well
Oh my
done,
God.
sir.
Who's
I
got a
keep
dog?
meaning to like actually mention it on Discord.
There's a
but
dog in the booth.
Arr, arr, arr.
Or was that a cat? Is that Byron's cats?
No, it's just I got nothing. My cat's asleep. She's
Got
just had
nothing.
food and insulin. She's fucking power nap. You wouldn't believe.
You're hearing dogs now?
I thought I heard a dog. Did I not hear a dog?
I don't think all your dogs is barking, boy.
Was that for real or in the third person, a dog?
What? I'm not a dog. What?
Oh wow.
Oh my God! If you
Call me a dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Andrew
look at this.
Bladenstein, you have to drink continually.
Glug,
Big
glug,
Blade.
glug, glug.
Has gone to 13th.
Chug, 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 chug.
Get off me quick.
That's not gonna happen. Oh, he did it.
Okay.
Nathaniel Edwardstein, the 14th, 4th Baron of Exide, which I'm pretty sure that's a real place. Probably not.
That's the second time we've seen Enrique have a little trouble with that corner.
Enrique Huevos Hervas, currently charging to into the top 10.
It's a shame that corner isn't straight. It'd be a lot easier to go around it.
It would.
Waiting for someone to
I
come
don't know
up
why
with like
they
an
put corners in
octagonal
it.
course.
It's stupid.
See, we're gonna see people dropping off. We should. This should be our pit in lap for the guys who can't save fuel, i.e. myself.
Let's not even
Correct.
go there.
Drive it like you stole it, motherfuckers.
Pay for it later.
Hervas making a
Hell yeah.
dive, makes it stick,
Somebody's gone in the pits. In the pits.
and
Two in the
nice.
pits. Two
There
in the
you
pits.
go. There you go. Get in the pits
One lap
first.
too early, I think.
Huevos scrambles into the pits.
Mike
Oh my God.
Stoffenbale's gone in. Oh, see that?
And
Oh, they're
now
going side by
a
each
class
into the
on
pit lane.
fusion.
Another one.
Everyone.
Unlucky.
A lot of people pitting here.
This is the pits.
So it doesn't like
Nope.
anybody was able to save enough
I'm
fuel
drinking.
to stretch the first stint out for an extra lap.
Everybody out of the pits.
Hervas has stayed out,
He
I
went in.
believe.
I see that Grant
he?
has appreciated
Yeah,
my
he
video
went in,
on
but he
Discord.
got
Well done.
a. Did he do a drive-through, or did he just have a hell of a stop? He just jumped everybody up to 5th. Did he not take
Maybe
tires?
bit of juice and went. I don't know.
He might not have taken tires. I was wondering how he got in front of me.
What the hell?
Here's some grass and an
Dead
orange
grass.
cone, followed by
Listen.
some trees.
I don't. I got in trouble last time I made a joke about Mexicans and grass.
There's one now climbing the
But
fence.
if I didn't go again and say and like Gerardo de Vea, why aren't you here to clean up all the shrubbery? And then I would be remiss.
Going on?
I don't know, but I think Juan Barcadero has probably transcended racing. He has become one with nature and is probably driving a solar car at this point.
There's a woodpecker there. See that, Dan?
What kind of pecker?
Hey.
I think somebody should tell the director to stop drinking,
Woodpecker.
because
That
there was
would
some
call your
good
wife?
racing after the pit stop here.
Yeah.
Well, probably not with this guy.
This is
I
tragic.
like this. Martin, what the fuck?
He's been playing with it.
Martinho
Stop
has
playing with it.
effed up.
There we go.
Hey!
Cuts
Your
back
blade brings it back to
almost
life.
as Andy
Booyah!
Blade takes out Butler.
Andrew
Never-
Bladenstein.
nuh-uh.
Andrew Bladenstein in the
What
snot
the-
car trying to. Oh, you just listen. If you're driving the green car, apparently you just blend in with the trees and grass.
Stealth mode.
So, carry on, my wayward son.
I'm in there somewhere. What the?
I don't know.
Trippy.
Here we go.
Sean Kenny closing in on your boy Travis Woolhacks. All right, I don't know who it is. Andy, is that? I don't know who's in the background on Andy's
your lady
commentary,
friend
but
drunk?
are they drunk or?
It sounds that way. And
I
looks
think
like
Andy's
Richard
just handing out
DeRoche.
copious amounts of. If anybody wants to party, show up at Andy's place. He's handing out all the alcohol.
Good God. He caught up with that battle
Started the
and
fire
was
early,
putting the
man.
pressure on. As
Travis
Sean
Woolhacks
Kenny and
currently in
Wallace.
sixth place. Oh my God!
Yeah,
It's a
side
party
by
at my
side.
place.
Where'd he go? Oh. Okay,
Off
he's
the
a second
front.
back.
do.
Boom.
Wow.
Did you give the tires, boss?
I don't think we touched. That's a huge gap.
Sure,
Touch too
sure.
much.
Out of
Please
nowhere.
phone in, Sean, and let us know what really went down.
Yeah, for real.
They
I would
were
like to know.
Alone together on a corner.
He's on camera again.
Sultry.
This guy's a star.
Andy's going to be hammered by the end of this.
Hell yeah.
What are we watching?
Golf.
Oh, wonderful.
Here they come into the
Two,
corner.
look at
Andy
this,
played
two coming up
for
here,
trying
one
to
more.
come in with
Right, let
the.
off, just
Oh yes,
look
he's
at
doing the 7-iron, trying to come in around the corner on your
With
boy
a
James Boulier.
Sneaky little putter.
Oh
Is
yes,
that a
very nice.
putter?
Oh, good chip, good chip.
So DeRoche finally splitting these two up. Getting in between Edwards and Barker. Giving those guys a break.
Correct.
Wow, look at that wheel lock. Is he on a controller?
That motherfucker is using an Intellivision controller.
Good God, how does he have front tires left? I mean, everybody's seeing that, right?
Correct.
Totally.
His front wheels in the
So-
corner.
What were we watching?
Cricket.
DeRoche's front wheels when he's turning. I mean, they're just like full lock.
Power slide.
But he's so smooth. There's no way that's a controller. He's just
Richard
he's
is
just
smooth.
really making the front tires do some work.
Speaking of smooth, I
that's
haven't
what
seen
an apple.
Morgan Walby in a while.
That's true.
Where's the Nordic marsupial been?
I can't answer that.
Well, maybe you should investigate.
I'll pass.
Fair enough. That seems like work. Ricardo de Roche.
Here we go. Here we go. Can he get it? Oh!
Go on. Stick it to
Put him
him.
in the wall, Rich.
Do it.
Put him in the wall.
Man. Great defensive move. Thought for sure they were going to touch. DeRoche doing a good job of keeping it out the back.
Currently in 8th place, Jay Jurr, and 9th place, Jay Barr.
I say.
So,
Felipe.
let's see. Who was that made a big jump up the
You're gonna go with glitch.
up the standings? Nah, after the
Wasn't me.
pits.
I only jumped back down the standings.
Oh,
It was
snap.
Enrique Herbas, I'm sure of it. He's in fifth.
Was it? Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm behind here. Okay.
And Druskovic von Blidenstein
One of your
currently
team
coming up
partners.
in the 14th place.
Supposedly. We're back with Mr. Elbows.
Gotta keep the elbow sharp.
Attacking Josiah.
Wait. Hervas. Was he the
See?
one? Somebody posted after the race that they started on qualifying fuel.
That was Richard, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Darusha.
Gotcha.
He only put 25 litres in, I think.
Yeah.
That's barely enough
Not
to
quite enough
drink
to do
on.
the race.
No.
25 liters, that ain't enough for a goddamn tailgate party. What the fuck?
There you go.
Sean having a little sniffer there up the inside.
Get him, Sean. Put him on the wall.
It wasn't team orders at all to hold Sean Kinney back.
Where's your buddy there, Byron? How's he getting on?
You're gonna have to be more specific. A lot of people like me.
I can't see that far down the leaderboard. Oh, he's 17th.
No, I think he's 14th.
Not that buddy. The other one.
Oh,
The one that's not here.
oh no, he's in first. Everybody's my friend until otherwise proven invalid.
Oh, we got one going in the pits again.
Hell yeah.
Nervous.
Huevos, what are you doing?
That's interesting because he wasn't long in there before.
That's correct.
I'm not sure that he stopped, but there's no way he made it that far.
He couldn't
on one
make it
tank.
this far, no, without fuel.
Maybe he had some kind of
Maybe did a short fuel stop and now he's going to try fuel and tires. I don't know. Please phone in, let us know. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Boop, boop.
Activate the bell. Hey!
Hey!
Give it a bit of the
Johnny
business.
B showing
There
the
you
side
go.
how it's done. Get out the way.
Juan Barcadero giving him the business.
See.
Let's see. So with Hervos dropping into the pits, that separates your top 6 with a pretty sizable gap between all those guys. So this is our closest battle on track. It looks like as Butler has gone off. I was looking down the list and I seen his name dropping.
14th right now, yeah. And Davis in the background trying to catch this group up.
So a nice 4-way battle for 7th. Between Josiah Jerome, John Barker, Nathan Edwards, and Richard Roche. Hey-oh. Barker looking to make a dive there. Not happening. Hey, stay off the green.
Listen, that might be the federal law, but you need to, like, you know, tranquilo.
Live a little bitch is what he's saying.
I don't know if that's where you want to live. Carrying a lot of speed around that corner. That green out there is slick.
That's a whole different thing. That has nothing to do with
I
green.
see what you're talking about now. Sorry, my bad.
Wow. And well, what was a 4-way battle for 7th is begun to separate.
It sure is. Side's got a second wind up.
Staff mill is up to 19 and 132 and 1/2 entire races in the lead.
I don't know what we're going to do with that guy.
What, me?
No.
Yeah, no. Mr. Stuffing Meal.
Oh.
Who's got in the pits? We have
I mean, you're gonna lose.
Is that Davis?
Richard Roche, maybe.
Oh, that's right. He started on short fuel. We just discussed that.
Listen, here's the deal.
taking
You
a second
saddled
stop.
Staff Meal with an entire co-driver, and he probably is still gonna finish second or third.
Well, I guess if we keep going, we're going to find out sooner or later just how much weight can you put on a stuff meal before a stuff meal can't take any more weight. I think that's
Listen,
what
here's the deal. You get Caleb Gonzalez to show up more than once a month, and things start happening.
Just like now with Barker putting the move on Josiah.
Got out of the
Nice skip marks
slipstream.
there, look at that. Somebody had a big off. Respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, John the Carnival Barker.
I think that may have been Butler, who's down the
No,
lap
it's late.
now.
He's later on in it. Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right. That could have been it.
Yeah, 'cause I thought I seen him falling
Right.
earlier, but I think he had another off. That may have been a second off.
We are back down in the dirt and in the field.
Oh,
You
wonderful.
mucky-minded git, producer. Oh, I'm back.
There
Oh,
we go.
oh,
Fixed
oh.
itself. Looking at Josiah Jerome now, putting the pressure on Barker.
But Barker did get it done when the blind spot there.
And Josiah not taking any prisoners.
Maybe
Right
John
underneath
Barker
the
was
wing.
messing with the cameras so that he could do a sneaky pass that wasn't quite legit.
That'll be my move.
Maybe so.
You know, like if you're going to pull a bank robbery, you turn the cameras off. So maybe that's what John did.
It's like Jerome laying back a little bit too much there. You do want to brake earlier when you're in the draft, but like he rolled out of the throttle real early. I don't think we're at the stage where we're trying to do any fuel saving yet.
Richard's back in the woods. It's the wrong way, laddie. Is he underneath the actual map? Where did he? Hello.
He has transcended racing.
Maybe he found a shortcut.
I think Martin's camera work really needs to pick up in quality here.
It's just
'cause,
Spa for some reason.
No, I don't think so. I think
I
it's
think it
probably.
is. I think you'll
probably
find
got
it
his
is.
greasy
I
gravy
have
stained fingers all over
reported
this.
it before.
Yeah, I think we had this issue during the Enduro.
At Spa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I reported it then too.
Well, if they moved it to Honduras, would it be the Honduro?
We just wouldn't have the same camera problem.
Correct.
Nathan
be all
putting a
foggy.
move on now. Josiah's going backwards. What's going on?
Uh-oh. Has made it another 3-car battle for 7th. 7th seems to be the hot seat here.
Sweet spot. Paul Riccobeni should be in there somewhere if it's 7th we're talking about.
Sure. All right, Nathan Edwards taking advantage of the slipstream from both cars. Trying to get it done by himself out here. Not the ideal line. Josiah backing out, giving Edwards the spot.
Must be depressing for Ben being back there, can see him, but just cannot close the gap.
Well, I mean, he is very short, so I don't know if he can really reach the pedals efficiently.
Possible. Possible.
Mike Magus slowly climbing back up into his accustomed 13th position.
I hate to tell you, but 16th and 17th aren't racing anymore, so...
What?
Yeah, sorry, spoiler.
I am shocked. Appalled
man.
and shocked. Not that shocked.
So did we miss the big shaboom?
I would think so.
Shaboom, shaboom.
That's
No, no,
disappointing.
no, 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 no.
Maybe we'll get Martin to edit the video and slap it in there somewhere.
That'd be awesome.
He won't.
You're doing mighty well for such a big incident that happened.
Hey, what?
Was that
Look
not
clean
you?
to me.
No, no, no. It
Oh,
was
that
James
wasn't you.
Butler and Dominic
Ah,
Orenberg, who's
Out
16th
of the
and
race.
17th. Yes, sir.
gotcha. Okay,
You
I
thought I
thought-
was involved in everything today, eh?
I did.
Yes.
Not guilty. Well, I was for most of them, but
Extreme guilt associated.
that one was not on me.
So,
So
the
we did-
battle
we
that we
did have
had in the first stint is now picking up towards the end of the second stint. Nathan Edwards and John Barker.
So we did hear from James
Oh.
Butler, actually, and I guess he went off on that straight because his computer crashed, so it disconnected him from the game, so his car was just running away on its own. Went off the grass, hit the wall, shot across, and took out Dominic.
Nice.
Nice.
That is
And that is what happened.
unlucky
Well done, sir,
series
well
of
done.
events.
It was rather.
I would be more appreciative if it would go off the track and shoot off into the crowd and then he gets like a kill total.
Ooh.
Any developers out there listening to this, make that happen.
We need violence in video games.
Yeah, or more shrapnel, one or the other.
So with the mistake from Nathan Edwards, who we're taking a look at now, he's fallen to 9th, giving Josiah 8th position back, and John Barker with a nice cushion, holding on to 7th currently. And also, that allows Ben Davies to close the gap up a little bit. Let's say he's probably
Yes.
cut 2 seconds or so off of where we took a look at him last time. He's getting a little closer.
And I'm in freaking no man's land again.
Again.
What a losser.
You can say that again.
What a losser.
I knew that was coming.
Hey.
So at what point, spoilers, but at what point does Sean Kinney get disconnected? Because I know he was behind me, and
30 minutes ago.
I mean, it was fairly close to the end of the race because I was trying to keep
I
an eye
thought
on him
so.
as I was trying to fuel save. I was trying to hold him right at 4 seconds. I was trying to stay ahead of him enough that he didn't catch me, but I was also trying to save enough fuel that I didn't run out. And then I looked up at one point, and it was like a 22-second gap to the next car, and it wasn't him.
So now we have Martin driving and playing with the cameras on the spectator computer at the same time. Don't try this at home, kids.
Why not?
Wow,
Because
that
it's bloody dangerous.
makes me feel bad.
Edwards.
Edwards.
Oh,
Pilling off
should've
into the pits early.
Get it back. One more lap.
Yeah,
One more
he's
lap.
definitely going to have to take another stop.
Well, there's a story in that somewhere.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Explain.
Yeah, I will later.
I don't
Actually
believe it.
showed it. It'd be quite funny.
Tell the viewers what they want to know at home, or death.
And they want to know how to get this drone out of the freaking trees.
Listen.
So, through the course of all this, Vinnie Roberts has been closing the gap, it looks like, up to second place of Eric Friesen. Just
Yeah,
a
Eric
second
is
and a
having
half
another
back.
stellar race.
Yeah.
Ricardo de Roche, the only Spanish Frenchman in the world.
Here we go. Stick on this one, director. That'd be awesome. It's,
Vinnie
approaching
Roberts
the...
currently in third place, moving up and very nice. They had chip shot onto the green. Oh, very nice.
I
Yes.
say bloody good shot, what?
Hey, I don't know anything about cricket. I feel like I should have chimed in with like a big cricket cheer thing at that point.
What is that, I think?
I guess it probably should be, but either that or darts. 140.
Nice. They do have some good parties at the darts thing.
That seems like a fun time.
Oh my god, yeah, I'd go to one for sure. Yeah,
Stadium full of
absolutely
fucking
hammered.
drunk ass retards just watching.
Yeah,
Fucking
lovely.
through the
You'd
thing.
fit right in.
Excellent.
Getting the rare look at Mike Stoffmill.
I was gonna say Mike Stoffmill currently thousands and thousands of meters ahead of everybody.
Is 2.5 rotations around the world ahead of Eric Friesen.
If
we
you were
go.
to put it in time zones, he is currently in China.
Oh, nice. Let's do that.
Let's see, so Stoffmill and Friesen are going to stay out for one more lap.
Sneaky.
Got Roberts and Edmonds coming in now.
I think that's to cover the undercut, overcut, undercut, middle.
It's like Wallace and Kinney also following them in.
Suckers.
So that is
We have
4 of your top 6 there now in the pits.
We have a new member to the
No, that
Discord.
wasn't,
That would be Chicken Max. Shout out to Chicken Max.
Mike's like, I don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
fuel where I'm going. See ya.
He exists on hatred and Dutchness.
The greatness.
so-
The great Dutchness.
A very active pit road, so theoretically...
Whoa, that was a cut,
wow,
wasn't
look at that
Wow,
pit
we've
exit.
seen that, Vinny. You're in shape for
Vincenzo,
that.
you dirty, dirty boy. I hear Mike Stoffmill just watches non-stop Boss Rootin' videos and Ramon Decker's videos, and then just goes out and races, and you can all eat shit.
Vinny did lose a spot in the pit, so he was currently in third, and now he's fourth with Martin Edmonds taking it.
So Sean Kinney, we finally got him straightened out on the pit procedure, but unluckily for him, it was after the race was over, so he's lost a lot of positions, falling back to 8th. As we see Enrique Hervas taking 7th position from him there out of the pits.
Straightened out? Did you just assume his sexuality?
Not at all. It's
Fair enough, carry on.
It's 2019. I assume nothing.
Exactly. He may, in fact, be an upside-down marshmallow. We don't know. And that was meant to be as confusing as it sounded. Carry on.
That's why I didn't reply.
Excellent.
So we still got Barkers and Edwards semi-close to each other, but it looks like Barker, now that the battle's been broken up, is starting to pull away. Doesn't have that pressure on him.
Correct. Jonathan Kenningston, currently 8th place, behind the guy who's in 7th place, and driving a yellow car. And if there's anything else I can say that's very obvious, we'll let you know.
That would be a treat, actually. Thank you.
I say rather.
What?
Currently, the entire track's sponsored by McDonald's and Snot. They got the red and yellow and green.
Sean Kinney with a move
Kenny.
coming onto the back. Can't get it done. Going to fall back in the toe. See if he can use that to his advantage approaching the braking zone for the bus stop.
Is it worth breaking there, or?
Yeah, you would want to.
Oh, yeah?
It's a fairly tight set of corners. Okay.
Mr. Wallace done nothing crazy yet. What's going on? He's saving a finale up for the last one.
I got
He's
it
gonna
out of the
win.
way early when I dumped Sean.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
That's a drink, by the way. We've established that drinking rules.
And
Right,
Edmonds
is catching Friesen, yeah.
yeah, he is. And
Got a
that's
charge.
when did that? Oh, he pit a lap
Pits
earlier.
in the pits, yeah.
Took advantage of those fresh tires.
And it's paying off.
Here we go. Friesen going defensive. Edmonds
Now
looking
turn
high.
in, turn in. Gave me chicken down to the corner.
Will Friesen backing out.
That's how you do it, boy. Good pass.
Martin, the lean, mean poutine machine, et more.
Ooh, anything could happen now.
Correct. We're obscured by
Friesen's gonna
bushes.
slam him off the track while we're behind the trees.
Martin, what the fuck? I see how it is. He gets in second place and then just plays all the dirty pool while it's in shrub covery. He's probably put Friesen right in the wall.
There, right there. Did you see it in that tree?
Oh, sparks and rubber and fumes.
There's a squirrel.
He's losing time.
Eric Friesen from Team Exide Batteries.
Has imploded.
It's a nice up close of a chain link fence.
Yeah, I would cut right through that bit there.
The
And
graphic
I'm in.
fidelity is amazing.
All right. Well, that was. I hope you guys enjoyed that
thing.
battle. You're not going to see it again.
I say rather. Well, no, I mean, depending on Martin's particular joie de vivre, we might see it 4 or 5 more times in the next
Kenny
16
putting the
minutes.
move in.
It's like he may have got the run too early and had to back out of it.
Jonathan Kenningston currently in the Bumblebee Mobile, coming into potentially 6th place if he can put motherfucking Huevos Hervas in.
Yeah, we're not going to get to watch it, though. Because we're taking a look back up at the battle for second. Martin Edmonds, Eric Friesen. Friesen, once again, putting the pressure on. And what we do know is that Friesen will be good on fuel with the lap later pit. He's golden. Edmonds, on the other hand, in the previous races, I heard connection lost, so I'm gonna keep talking. In the previous races, the fuel window's been right at 20 minutes. Unfortunately, the way that this track times out with such long laps, we were pitting anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute and a half before our normal pit windows. So Edmonds has longer than 20 minutes to go on this tank of fuel. As Friesen catching the curb there, getting a little bit sideways, allowing Martin Edmonds to get a little bit of breathing room. Friesen falling back about 3/4 of a second back on second place here. See if he can regroup, close that back down, make it a race. Because he doesn't want to give him too much room, because that's going to allow Martin Edmonds to save a little bit of fuel, and that is exactly what Eric Friesen wants not to happen. Take a look back to the battle for 6 between Hervas and Sean Kinney still going on. Mentioned earlier, Kinney was having trouble with his pit stops, and it definitely caught up to him in this race. I think every pit stop he tended to lose a little bit of time, but he's taking advantage of it here. Use the slipstream. Does not have the preferred line going into this set of S's, but he's going to hold it on the outside. Can he get it done? They're still wheel to wheel.
Connected.
Still side by side. And looks like he's going to have to give it up there. Tucking right back underneath the back of Hervas here. And I mean
User entered your
right
channel.
under the back of
User
Hervas.
left your channel.
Back up for the race for second as Eric Friesen has once again caught up to Martin Edmonds, putting the pressure on. And we see Vinnie Roberts back in the background there. He may be closing the gap a little bit. Whoa, whoa, Hervas was not sideways, was just pulling in the pits. I believe. Yep, there he goes. Now he's dropping back here. So Hervas with the late pit.
Hey, wake up.
Hey, wake up. I'm assuming that's Byron texting me things. Oh, Friesen using every bit
You
of the
were
draft
moved.
that he could.
Hello.
But I don't think he's going to be able to get it done. Don't want the outside going in there.
You were moved.
Back after much mishap and retardation and social mishap.
It's all good.
Hell
Did I miss
yeah.
something?
No, you're drunk. Shut up.
Run, shut up.
Here we go. Friesen once again. Going to take a look at Martin Edmonds. Got a huge run. Going to go the long way around on the back stretch as it takes a couple of slight bends to the left. Outside of Blanc-Chamas. He makes it stick. So he's going to have the preferred line heading into the bus stop. Looks like he might clear him before then. As he does. So a nice move to take back second place there. And now we'll see what Martin Edmonds decides to do. Is he going to race for it? Or is he going to try to save a little bit of fuel and stretch it out to the end? Because as I was discussing, whenever I got dropped from the channel, Friesen, we know, pitted a lap later than Martin, inside of that 20 minutes to go. So we know that he's got the fuel to make it to the end. Martin Edmonds, Vinnie Roberts, Travis Wallace, Sean Kenny, pretty much everybody behind them pit a lap earlier. So we're going to see how the fuel strategy is going to work out in this one.
It's going to end up poorly. It's going to be like people trying to attack Australia during a game of, God damn it, what's that game?
Thrones?
The what?
Thrones?
No.
Oh.
There's a board game.
Australia
and
has
if you
dragons.
if you hold Australia, you just get like a bajillion guys.
Risk?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, I'm not sure in the fuel saving strategy or the fuel saving game, whatever you want to call it, coming down to the end of this race. Martin Edmonds should be golden. He is the only car up here at the top, pretty much the only car on the track at the moment that has got a draft. So he should be easily saving the most fuel. In his defense, it is Eric Friesen that he's trying to hang on to while at the same time trying to save fuel, so that'll be a tough one. Friesen is not slow.
Well, he's trying to stay ahead of Vinny too, right?
I mean, yeah, but still, you got the draft. Let him pull you. Save a little bit of fuel.
Oh, a late pit there by Philippe.
Yes.
A little splash and dash.
Looks like he will be staying in front of Magus, who we see in that puke green car coming out of turn one there.
Disgusting.
Absolutely.
I vote that we have him expunged from all records.
And so now Vinnie Roberts as Martin Edmonds is going to fall out of drafting range for Friesen. It's like Vinnie Roberts is going to have the best
He's
seat.
closing him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess we'll turn the tables and see how Roberts wants to play it. Is he going to sit in the draft and save fuel, or is he going to try to get on that podium?
Maybe Edmonds was coasting a little bit too much.
Maybe so.
Perhaps he is drunk.
I've got to say that's a stellar
Likely.
performance by Mr. Blade, who's back in 10th now.
Look at that.
After 3 times being in last place.
Salvaging something.
Yeah, that's a pretty good result. I'll
Is
take
that foreshadowing? Is it going to be a fourth time in last place?
excuse me? Who's in last right now?
Bootleg.
He who shall not be named.
Oh shit! I just screwed up all of the goddamn video.
That's
My new mouse
disgusting.
is very, very sensitive, and I just mistracked the entire thing.
You are a dum dum.
Well, you're missing a great
I'm
race
a
for
horrible
11th.
person.
Good night,
That's Enrique
Byron. Thanks
Airvoss.
for joining me.
That does not stop me from talking shit.
Enrique Airvoss putting the pressure on Josiah Jerome back here for
Did
11th.
you see that, Travis? Wow, that was wicked.
Amazing!
Well, I've never seen anything like that in
He
my
did a whole
life.
flip.
If only Byron could have seen it.
The
Oh
whole
my
ass
God, this
man
is
did a
funny.
whole ass flip.
Airvoss
What's
tucking back
what's
up
the
under
race time?
Jerome.
This is a wiggle wiggle.
7
Bit of wiggling
minutes.
going.
7 minutes race timer.
I'm like 30 seconds ahead of you guys. I'm the best.
He sees the future.
Now I'm at 6:40, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you're about 7 seconds ahead of us.
Pause,
Awesome.
pause.
I will react violently to anything that happens.
There we go. Now Roberts is on the back of Edmonds. So let's see how this is going to
Closest
play
he's been.
out.
It looks like he's going for it.
He is. No fuel saving going on here. They must think they can make it
No.
to the end.
No spoilers, Byron.
Oh my god, that guy over there did the thing!
Let's just done it again.
My goodness, dirty pool, dirty
Still
pool.
wheel to wheel.
Vincenzo Roberts drops all the way to 7,000th place.
There's a little battle going on there between Josiah and Enrique. There's a little bit of shuffling going on in the
door to door.
standings.
It's like Airvoss is going to edge him out.
You guys are the worst.
We are the worst of the
Every
worst
day.
of the best of the rest.
So Edmonds, for the moment, able to hold off Vinnie Roberts, closing in on 5 minutes left in the race. Let's see, I think from here it should give us, what was that, 3 laps, I think, based off of where Stoffmill's at. So we've still got 3 laps left.
Could be. What's your
Which is
race
gonna
time?
put us 5:20. It's gonna
Hey, I'm
put
right there with you. Awesome. I'm
Nice.
the best.
Yeah.
I'm like a second behind.
3 laps. That is going to put us over the 20-minute pit window.
Yes, it was one too many.
And these
You're gonna
guys,
need 20 whole minutes to pit? What the fuck?
yeah, it's a long pit stop in these things.
Dang.
These guys definitely not holding anything back. Fighting hard for the podium spot. As,
Vinny has got it done.
Yeah, got him in the S's.
Can he hold it?
No.
Mr. Blade is up to 9th, by the way. For those of you that give a shit.
We do
Yeah,
not.
I know you don't,
We lost
yeah.
some. We lost Sean Kinney somewhere around that 5-minute mark. 'Cause he's gone.
Also,
now.
I
I
think
took
that's due to the new official ESR drinking rules. That's like, I think you referred to yourself in the third person twice in the last like
I'm pretty
10
happy
minutes or
now.
so. If you could do it
I
more,
like
that would
this
be
game.
entertaining.
Good game.
See, so coming up the back, once again, Martin Edmonds pulling back in on Vinnie Roberts, and he's going to sit behind him. I think Edmonds might finally be looking at how much fuel he's got left in the tank versus the time left on the clock. So he did not go for the
Whiskey.
pass that time.
Whiskey! It thins out the mix, giving you an extra
What?
30
No.
RPMs.
Yeah, that's not going to help him out at all as Robert spins the wheels coming out of the bus stop. So what do we think? Was it a mistake or was it a strategy play? And that was how he
He
got Evans
should
back in
have
front
had
of
a
him
bit more
to
traction
save fuel.
control on.
He was a calculated effort, but boy
I
is
think
he
it was
bad
did
at
it on
math.
purpose.
That's what I'm going to go with.
That's a nasty little turn that if you get on the gas a bit too soon, actually.
Oh, God, yeah, it is.
And there's just no recovering.
Nah, once these things get sideways, it's tough to pull them back straight. But these two, even with all the fighting, they haven't really fallen that far back off of Eric Friesen, which I'm surprised of, because as we discussed, he doesn't have to do any fuel saving. I guess he's just trying to keep a comfortable gap. He's not really worried about pushing it too much, as he knows he's not going to be able to run down his teammate Mike Stoffmill. And the end of the race is closing in. I guess he's playing it safe. Taking a look back at this. Yeah, absolutely. We were speaking about this battle earlier when it wasn't on screen. And Josiah trying to make a late push to get into the top 10. He
had a bit of a mixed race, really, Josiah. Good pace, but just the consistency was not there, eh? In the race.
Yeah, through the middle. He just disappeared. He was in that battle for 7th, and then he was gone.
Yeah, he was high up.
I'm going to go with probably adapting to new equipment on that one.
Blazing.
I mean, that's also true. I just acquired a new mouse, and I'm having issues acquainting myself with its ins and outs, much like me apparently hitting press to talk and fucking up the tracking on the video.
So, I do believe that Stoffmill is taking the white flag this time.
Vinny going for it around the outside and has got it done.
White flag? That sounds too French for him.
Is he surrendering, you say?
That's the joke, yes.
Yes. I get it. Or did I?
I don't know. You had to say it out loud. I don't know how much you understood.
It's for people that don't get it.
Josiah with a big
Have you been
run.
drinking that weird Cobra whiskey from Bootleg China?
You know it.
Josiah giving everything he has got to Hervos. Yep, there we go. They could not make it.
Stop.
Yep, Roberts and Edmonds hitting pit road.
Okay, we're not alone.
In the background, like Wallace, Drink, stayed out.
Who's drinking?
Everybody viewing. I just called myself Wallace.
Oh,
yeah.
And Drink Wallace taking 3rd here on the white flag lap. As we're looking at Josiah Jerome putting the pressure very heavily
Then some.
on Enrique Hervos.
Take a drink, Josiah.
Here we go. Taking a look to the inside. Not quite late enough on the brakes. Enrique moves across the block.
Mr. Blade is catching.
Whoa! Nathan Edwards crawling towards the pits. He may be out of fuel.
He is.
That's
Look
a
at me
drink,
try
by
and
the way.
push him. Look, what? I'm trying to ram him
What?
through the line.
Do we have people going into the pits at like 20?
We had no
what's going on
choice.
here?
I wouldn't have made it. I had to do
out
one
of
more
fuel.
lap.
I don't believe you, but go on.
That's me. See the smoke in the background there?
The race isn't over, man. Quit doing burnouts.
I am trying to get him across the line.
And he
And then-
disappeared.
Lord
The
have
game
mercy.
took over and cut him out, yeah. Put him back
Andy
to the
Blade
pits.
currently in 93rd place.
That's teammates for you.
That's
Nice
awesome.
teammates. Probably cost me 2 positions. But it was worth it, just for the fun.
Worth it.
You're welcome, Nathan.
So, with all of that happening, Hervos now 8th, Josiah Jerome 9th, so he got that top 10 after all. Who's in the blue? That's not Davies.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a bat
It
marker?
is.
That's Benjamin.
Nah, that's way too close for an 11. Oh, wait, I'm reading it wrong. I'm reading it wrong.
You drunk asshole.
I can't read.
Let's lay off the squirrel pudding.
Let's see. So Stoffmill at this point has taken the checkered as the race is displaying checkered. Is that how that works?
Correct.
I
I
believe so.
assume so.
Looks about right. I'll go with that.
You're
Sure.
gonna name anybody who's gonna close that 27-second gap and like actually win?
Nope.
100 kilograms a week.
We're gonna have a fucking Clydesdale in his fucking bumper?
Hey,
That order. Oh, just
Hey-oh!
really
Give him the
using
business.
everything he's got to get around Airbus.
Yeah. All the
Come
Travis
on.
fuels
Yeah.
right there.
Josiah giving him the patented Caribbean
This
twist.
is the one time I'm a root against him. Come on, Enrique. Team boss.
Oh, right. Right.
Boss Hog.
So based off the gaps, it looks like our top
Them Duke boys
three,
was at it
probably
again.
4, 5 at this point, I would say, have all finished the race. So the top 5's locked in. So it's like this is the battle we're going to watch until they cross the line. Last shot for Josiah, going deep down the outside.
Whoa!
Enrique
complete
catching the
shot.
curb, but still manages to hold him off. Look at that.
Lot of wiggling.
Very nice.
These 2, I've got it done. 8th and 9th.
Yes, sir.
Handy Blade comes in currently 73rd
Like
place.
stealth mode. Oh, hello. Yeah, is that me?
Drink.
I said, is that me? I didn't say the other one.
Drink
Right.
anyway.
All right, I'll drink.
Yeah, buddy.
Fair game. And then, yeah, the timer is out. Right about here somewhere. I was just shy of getting to the line.
All right.
What a losser.
So there you go. Race
Yes.
winner, Mike Stoffmill. Fastest lap, Mike Stoffmill. His teammate,
Look at
Eric
that, a
Friesen,
second
P2.
faster.
Those guys held 1 and 2 the whole race. So,
Team Explode Batteries.
absolutely.
Look at the old Brit Pat there. 5th, 6th, 7th.
So let's give you the full rundown. We covered Stoffmill and Friesen 1-2. Rounding out the podium, Travis Wallace in P3.
Drink!
Martin Edmonds,
Hill.
P4. Vinnie Roberts is your top 5. P6, John Barker. P7, Ben Davies. P8, Hervas. Jerome, 9th. Andy Blade, rounding out the top 10. 11th, DeRoche, followed by Fajea, and then Magus, and then all the unfortunate souls who were unable to finish. Sean Kinney, Nathan Edwards, John Butler, and Donnenberg.
I say jolly bad luck.
Pip pip cheerio.
Nice.